Hello and welcome to today's lesson on energy resources and their importance. Today, we will begin this topic by learning the difference between renewable and non-renewable energy resources. From this, we will identify different examples of renewable and non-renewable energy resources and their characteristics. So far, you have gained a good understanding of energy. We've discussed various forms of energy like kinetic and potential energy and how they transform from one form to another. Building on this foundation, we can now advance our understanding by exploring how different energy resources provide the energy we need and the sustainability of these sources. Energy resources are essentially the various methods and tools we use to access and utilize the energy present in our environment. This can include traditional sources like fossil fuels, as well as more modern and sustainable options such as wind and solar energy. These energy resources are vital because they supply the power needed for numerous aspects of daily life, from powering homes and industries to fueling transportation and running everyday gadgets. Energy resources can be broadly divided into two categories: renewable and non-renewable energy resources. Renewable energy sources are akin to nature's rechargeable batteries. They are constantly replenished and are available on a human timescale, which makes them more sustainable long-term options. Let's go through some examples of renewable resources. First, solar energy. Using photovoltaic cells or solar panels, sunlight is converted directly into electricity. Next is wind energy. Using wind turbines to capture wind energy, we can convert it into electrical power. Another example is hydropower. This is when the energy of flowing water, usually from rivers or dams, is converted into electricity. There is also biomass. Organic material from plants and animals can be used directly as fuel or converted into biofuels. Finally, geothermal energy. The heat from beneath the Earth's surface can be used to generate electricity and provide heating. We will dive into each of these resources in further detail in upcoming lessons. Because these resources are regularly replenished by natural processes, we can use them without the fear of depleting them. For example, sunlight continues to shine daily and wind patterns are ongoing. Now we will move on to the different types of non-renewable energy resources. Non-renewable energy resources are much like one-off historical treasures. They have formed over millions of years from the remains of plants and animals and exist in finite amounts. There are three primary examples. First, coal. Coal is formed from ancient plant material, buried and exposed to heat and pressure over millions of years. Second, oil. Oil originates from ancient marine organisms that were subjected to geological processes. Lastly, natural gas, which is often found alongside oil deposits and formed under similar conditions. Once we extract and use these resources, they cannot be quickly replaced. The rate at which they replenish is so slow, taking millions of years, that they are considered finite on a human timescale. Consequently, once we burn these fuels, they are essentially gone forever, which raises concerns about sustainability. Understanding the importance and differences between these two types of energy resources is crucial for planning our energy future. Renewable resources offer a path to sustainable energy consumption that does not contribute to the depletion of the Earth's natural reserves or cause significant environmental damage. Conversely, the continued use of non-renewable resources is associated with negative environmental impacts like air pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and habitat destruction. In today's lesson, we discuss the general idea of energy resources and their importance. We first explored the significance of energy resources in powering our homes, industries, and transportation systems. We then differentiated between renewable and non-renewable energy resources. Renewable energy resources, such as solar, wind, and hydropower, are naturally replenished and have a lower environmental impact. Non-renewable energy resources, including coal, oil, and natural gas, are finite because they take millions of years to form and can lead to pollution and other environmental issues when used. Understanding these differences helps us make informed decisions about energy consumption and encourages the development of cleaner energy technologies.